What is going on, Adventure Nation? We are in the little town of Tok, the gateway to Alaska, and that happened. This is the motorhome experiment. So yeah, Tok is the gateway.
Yeah, Tok is the first town that you come across once you cross the border. Doesn't matter if it's Alcan or top of the World Highway, it's the first one that you actually come across. And it seems to be very catered for RVers. I mean, there's from fuel to dump stations to RV repairs. I mean, RV washes everywhere. Yep. And just a little hint, we're at the Chevron, so we're gonna support the Chevron because they allow us to stay here overnight with, I mean, just for free in the parking lot, so we're gonna support them. But if you don't have to support them, you can always go down the street. There's another gas station and they have free car wash
with a fill-up.
So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do it here in Chevron, but
right. The Chevron also has a free dump station here with fill-up, so we're gonna fill up. We filled up in Dawson City, so we only got like a quarter of a tank to fill up, but we are gonna fill up, use the dump station here, and we're gonna give this bad boy Freya, Freya, a very needed wash. Absolutely. Yes. So are you ready to get that done?
No, but gotta do it.
Lori's getting some work done in here, finishing up, and I've got to go out and start getting ready to get this old girl cleaned up. You can see the rims there are pretty nasty. We did rinse off some of the bay doors and stuff because we couldn't get into them. The mud was so caked on there. We're gonna take off the bicycle rack here, or the bicycle cover, and fix that. You can see in here, the dirt inside of there is so thick that we're gonna have to dump that all out. Same thing in that one there. The whole thing is kind of a mess, but we're gonna get her washed up today and ready to roll. It's a good thing we covered those bikes. Okay folks, here we are in Tok and we're getting the real scoop here. Check that out. Little did they know. It was just Kevin out walking around last night, and now they got a public notice saying Sasquatch is real. What the heck is up with that? All right, time to roll out of Tok, Alaska. We gave Freya a decent bath.
The car's still a mess, but we're gonna wait until Anchorage for that.
We pulled over here just outside of Gakona, Alaska, or Gakona, who knows? I know it's wrong no matter how I say it. And I gotta show you guys this. You know, we washed the coach. Look at it, it doesn't look near as bad. Check that out. Looks pretty good. You can actually tell there's a rim there. But I gotta show you this, that the next person that tries to put propane in this is not gonna be happy with me. Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God.
That is just beautiful. It poured rain for about 15 minutes. Now the sun's come out and we're just hanging out by the creek. See if we can't maybe find some bears or some kind of wild animals, but it doesn't look good so far. But it is beautiful out here. Look at the size of these fish skeletons. It's my hand. Size of the skeleton there. We're assuming those are king salmon because we don't know anything about fish.
A couple of vegetarians trying to figure out what kind of fish it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to eat salmon, but when they put it on the plate, they didn't really put a picture of it to recognize it.
So that, yeah. So you don't know, really? Those are pretty big fish, though.
They are. Now, a creek not too far from here, it said on the milepost that there was king salmon there, so that's why we're assuming this was from king salmon. But
yes.
I'm not sure.
Morning, everybody. We're going out for a quick walk back down to the river, see if we can see some animals. Lori's going to hang back at the RV for a bit. As you guys probably already saw on Facebook and Instagram by this time, these guys saw a couple eagles nesting, And then I caught a very rare picture of a couple of moose. I don't know if they were nesting or whether they had climbed up there to take a look over and see what was going on. But a couple of moose just over the back of their RV. They didn't catch them.
Up there.
Up there somewhere? It's a very, very rare photo. I'll pop it up here so you can see it. But pretty proud of that shot. Maybe I'll get some National Geographic interest or something. I don't know.
Might get a cover.
Probably a cover story of some sort, yeah. So that's pretty cool. So we're out here at the river and these gentlemen are fishing and they've got themselves just a little bitty king salmon here. You can see how big that is by this gentleman's hands. That is craziness. That's a big fish. Holy smokes. That's a king salmon, but what else? There's another name for them? Are they, is it Chinook? Yeah. So they go by king or Chinook. Thank you guys. Lori's up now and out of the RV. We went for a walk without you.
I was up before. I just stay in the RV because somebody has to have the RV ready to go.
Yeah.
See? Throwing you under the bus.
Tossing me under the bus big time. Well, but you didn't get to see the moose nesting either, so. That was just,
or the bald eagle.
Or the bald eagles. There was actually another eagle over by the river.
Yeah, I have never seen bald eagles in my life.
This was a great little spot. We just happened to catch it as we were driving down the road looking for a place to overnight. Drove down this little side road and popped open to this big area. And as you can see, there's other people taking advantage of it as well. We'll drop a little pin either on a map.
Because I'm not sure where we are.
Or we're just near Gulkana.
Yeah, south of.
No, I think we're north of Gulkana, south of Gakona.
Gakona.
Yeah, it's lots of G stuff around here.
I get confused.
It's a G thing, baby.
But a lot of people here, like under the bridge on the river, a lot of people fishing there.
Yes.
There's really nothing posted about that state limit here. So like usually it's a 14-day. Like there's nothing really posted. But there is a garbage and there is a porta potty too, just in case you need it. I'm not sure about the conditions of it though.
It seems to be a really popular pull-out spot for rafters. So I think they're dropping people in the river, upriver, and then they float down into here. They're doing their fishing, their rafting, and things like that, and then they pull out here. So really kind of a cool spot, super quiet.
And we saw a lot of moose waste, but we never saw a moose.
Moose poop. You're so like politically correct.
Well, I don't know.
Moose feces.
Moose feces we saw. We saw like little drops of.
Yes.
How you call the candy?
Yeah, they did look a lot like Whoppers. I didn't taste them to find out. Today we're gonna switch positions and let Vegan RV lead. We're really excited to get down into the area we're going down. There's some really cool hiking. Supposedly there's a big like a bike kayak deal going on down in McCarthy. Over the next couple of days we'll find out what that is all about.
Oh really?
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't see a single moose. There was so many droppings everywhere. As we start to roll up the road here, I want to address one thing. Someone had mentioned, you know, can we post speeds that we're traveling and the amount that we travel during the day? We can't do that. It's just so subjective as to how each individual person travels. We rarely do over 55, even on great roads. We might push it 60 some days.
Here in Alaska.
Here in Alaska, you're just not gonna do that. If you do, you're looking to damage your rig, you're looking to have your windshield hit, you're looking at having bad things happen.
Travels differently. It's like what for us is a 30-mile-an-hour zone. For other people we see on the same kind of setup, they will do 60. Some of them will be 15 miles an hour. It's just depends on your comfort zone.
Yeah, really depends on your comfort zone. I've heard all the horror stories. We aren't finding the roads that bad, and it's literally because we're not going that fast. We're taking our time. When we know the road is rough, we slow down and do 30 to 35 miles an hour, and it's a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but we know we're not doing any damage to the rig. That's fine, but we see other people that are just blasting over these areas, and then those are the same people that are going to get back home and complain that their rig was broke, that they broke this, that they damaged that they got a flat tire. But everything that we've heard, all the myths so far that we've heard about Alaska, as far as broken this, broken that, can't find gas, can't find water, can't find dump stations.
Not true.
not true, at least in the summertime. I think if you go really early in the season, maybe gas.
But even early in the season, you will have the main cities that they never close. So
Right.
you might still find something. As you can see in front of you, roads are here great. Just little patches of rough.
Yeah.
And you take it slowly, that's it.
We decided we would stop in here at the, I believe it's the Wrangell-St Elias Visitor Center. We're going into that state park.
It's a national park.
It's a national park. Actually supposed to be one of the largest national parks in the United States. Again, always a wealth of information, most of these visitor centers. And since we're heading in there and going to stay for a couple of days, we might as well do that. This is actually a fish wheel, and it's used by these people here. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. If you look at it, it goes down, scoops the fish up. The angle makes the fish come out, drop into this basket. That is pretty cool, ingenious. And then you have a fish cache over here so that the bears and stuff can't get into it. Looks like a little kid's sport, but it's actually for fish. It's not just fish, but for food. There's some smart folks that live up here and know how to use the resources that they have to survive, so that's very cool. What are we looking at?
The mosquitoes.
Oh, mosquitoes?
Yeah.
So that's what 50 mosquitoes looks like. That's what 450 look like. And then now this jar is what 35,000 mosquitoes look like.
Pretty disgusting, isn't it?
That is really disgusting.
And the predator of the mosquito is actually the dragonfly. That they're all around here.
Yeah, and we keep running into the dragonflies with our RV. We need to stop that because they're going to eat all the mosquitoes.
Yeah. Thank you, dragonflies.
We were just told that we need to come out here to the bluff, and from the bluff we will be able to see the mountains out here, and it looks pretty amazing. So off we go. Unfortunately, the only lens we have now for this is a wide angle close-up. I've got one coming, so we'll be able to take better shots like this, but still pretty spectacular.
Check out Beacon RV.
So now we're gonna roll down to Chitina, and supposedly the place that Kevin has selected for us tonight, the ranger in there said we have a 70% chance of seeing a moose.
That means?
That means a 30% chance that it won't happen.
Because TM is in town. Gonna go hide.
That's awesome.
As with most stops at the visitor centers, that was a good stop.
A wealth of information, and this is a cool thing. They give you the regular maps, but they also give us a CD that we can turn on while driving in certain places and just hear the history or whatever it is they say. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a driving audio tour that's based on your mileage. You just zero out your odometer and away you go. So, or you zero out your trip meter, away you go. So really cool. The visitor centers are great stops. Now again, a ranger makes it. Like that ranger was awesome. She was hilarious. She didn't like my jokes, but she was funny about it. She actually loved our jokes, but
she was a wealth of information. Like
so
she
good.
knows so much. Now going to our spot for the night.
Heading off to Chitina. I thought it was Chitina, but everybody's saying Chitina, so I'm assuming it's Chitina.
Yeah, nobody pronounces the second I.
Nope. This road here out to McCarthy is actually an old railroad where railroad trestles were run. I don't know what you would call it, a railroad path or whatever. The area we just went through used to be a tunnel, and it's now just a blown open place. We're going to be listening to a CD
Extra
the
food
whole
and
way
water,
out.
a road guide and map, a park newspaper,
And this will guide us along the way.
proper outdoor gear and clothing, a
Kill it.
spare tire and adequate jack, and a strong sense of adventure. The McCarthy Road provides for breathtaking mountain vistas, the chance to see wildlife, and an opportunity to explore the vast landscape.
All right, we were just outside of Chitina, and we were at the Copper something Creek.
Dark side.
Something campground. Lori has no
free
information for us.
campground,
It's a
so
free place,
we're
so
happy.
We found it on
right
Compendium.
across the
How's it
river from
Copper
Chitina.
River Campground.
Copper River Campground. The Copper River Campground, when you come out of Chitina, you cross the bridge, and it's to your right as you cross the bridge. We'll drop a pin and
Make
give you
sure
some info.
you turn to the right. That's a free one. You go to the left. That's a pay one.
Yes. Somebody forgot their crane. Oh, but it says LA loves Paul. The fire is almost out.
No.
Daylight is not. It's what time now? 11 p.m.?
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
To get chilly.
Tomorrow we head over to the glacier. You guys all ready for the glacier? Bye till tomorrow.
My Miss America with it.
Good morning, everyone. We are just outside of Chitina, Alaska. Crossed the bridge and through the little narrow gap from Chitina, which was pretty interesting. But we're heading into the Wrangell-St Elias National Park, which I believe is the largest national park in America, and it should be kind of cool. We stayed in what I believe the lady said used to be a national park campground, but they no longer maintain it. So
Yes.
there's spots here. You can see
It's
that the
kind of
spots
nice. Yeah, because kind of nice because there's like spots. Some of them are very like private themselves. I will say some of them it's hard to get them into because they have like a little drop, but not all of them. As you can see, I mean, we can fit our RVs. The good thing is that it's free. It has toilets.
Yes.
Bad thing is that there's nobody to control behaviors of other
are,
people.
yeah. You ready to get rolling?
Time to go.
Let's do it. Let's see if the Millas are ready. All right, we are jumping out onto the road here to Kennecott and McCarthy. We are now entering the Wrangell-St Elias National Park. So that means no drone shots in here, folks, which kind of always bums me out, but because it's going to be beautiful. But with that being said, we are going to take some amazing shots out the window here, and this should be pretty spectacular.
You should show them on the left, like the water. Like that's basically where we're camping is right next to it. So minimal walking distance to the actual water and to fishing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely spectacular area. But we understand the road. Like I said, it's an old rail bed, so it's supposed to be extremely rough. We don't know if it's Dempster rough or how rough it is, so we're gonna just take our time and see what happens.
Rough or Taylor Highway rough.
Yeah. We all just stopped here at the Castellana Bridge overlook, and this is the original railway bridge that is now used as an automotive bridge. Check that out.
The crazy thing is that didn't used to have guardrails, so you will have to drive without anything on the side.
Oh my god, this is a bridge. It's only a one way. And it didn't used to have guardrails. So that would be, if right now it's crazy in the RV, it used to be first year.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Woo! Shoot down there, Lori. Oh my goodness.
I wasn't prepared.
Kevin and Laura are about to drive across the bridge, and these people walked out into the middle of the bridge. You've got to be kidding me. Not the sharpest tools in the shed. How was that? How was that drive, sir?
Clenched. It's not coming loose.
So this Castellana Bridge has a catwalk that you can supposedly get to and walk underneath the bridge. So we're gonna go check it out. I'm assuming it's gonna be kind of scary.
Oh, moose dropping. Same place.
Just like a monkey.
That was awesome.
Nobody fall, please.
Don't push me then.
Huh?
You're gonna like this, aren't you?
The bridge wasn't enough. We had to go do this.
Holy crap! Woo-hoo-hoo! This is nuts. We're down on the catwalk under the bridge. Holy smokes. Unbelievable views from here.
Pretty amazing. If you're not afraid of heights or you want to get over it like Kevin does, come down here. It's kind of like a struggle to come up here, but totally worth it.
Woo, man, it is awesome. Let's go out to the center. Well,
oh, this is pretty awesome. I really love this.
Tail army! Man, like a freaking gymnast. All right, Mary Lou Retton.
what's happening, gang?
Backflip off of it.
And a backflip. I don't think so. My gymnast days are long over.
Show off.
How amazing was that?
That was crazy.
Holy
So
smokes.
cool.
If you ever make it up here to Wrangell-St Elias National Park, get to the bridge and go to the catwalk underneath. That was cool. So we came down here to the end of the road in Wrangell-St Elias National Park. Lori's here, Kevin and Laura are here. Kind of a nice place. They got the river right here, which is kind of nice. But then there's this. That's pretty crazy. Are you ready to go on a hike?
Ready.
See some bears?
Go and chase bears around.
We are out here going on a little hike to a lake where you can see the icebergs floating in the lake supposedly. So we've also been told that the bears like to come out here, and so we're supposed to sing and laugh and be loud, but nobody is doing that. So the likelihood of us getting eaten are pretty good, but we're thinking that the bears won't like us because we're vegetarians and vegans, and so we won't taste right to them. That's what we're hoping. I don't know if that's true or not. We made it out to the lake. Do we even know what the lake's called?
No, no, I don't.
Pontchartrain.
What?
Lake Pontchartrain.
I don't think it's Lake Pontchartrain. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. But I do know that it's a very chilly lake because there's ice on the side of the lake, and this
back
is
there too.
July.
If you can see.
Back over there, and then you can see icebergs, for the lack of a better word, floating out in the middle. And because I don't have a zoom on this stupid camera, that's as good as I can get it. And the glacier up there, awesome. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the little town across there at the big tall red and tan building. That is Kennecott, the Kennecott Mine Company, or the Kennecott Mill. Unbelievable. Okay, Lori, what are you doing over there? Don't eat the yellow snow. You shouldn't really eat any of the snow.
No, don't need it.
Is it bad tasting? Probably tastes a little bit like copper. No?
Tastes like nothing. That's a good thing.
Again, another little bit of a freaky bridge experience going over the river here. We're walking up to McCarthy right now from the campground, and this
bridge
just
is out.
got interesting.
There's a roadblock.
Zip line's out.
All right, Lori, you're up.
Let's see if I don't fall.
Fail army.
Yeah, I'm bad for this.
She was like, no fail army today.
Lori disappeared here into the bushes, so we're gonna follow her in. See where she went.
So pretty here.
Oh wow, it is kind of pretty in here.
Like a fairy tale pretty.
No bears still, Lorena.
No bears since Klondike.
Yeah, since we got to
The
Alaska. None.
No, even before that, we haven't seen anything.
Not for a long time. I mean, I guess it's good in ways, bad in others. But this little town of McCarthy is kind of cool. Just wandering around here. There is a bear climbing on the side of the house there.
I don't think that counts for the animal
A wooden bear isn't really what we were looking for, but cool little town. We're gonna spend a couple days here at least, do some hiking, maybe even take in a glacier. But unfortunately, this is where we're gonna end this video, Lori.
Yep.
So if this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you hang out with us a little bit, get to know us, and that means they have to
Subscribe.
hit that subscribe button. It would be equally as cool if you like the video. And we'll see you again next time. Bye now.
Guys.
Bye guys.
See you on the flip side.
Back at home. Blah, blah.